Good evening, one and all. I am Bhumika, and with me is my colleague Hadia. And on behalf of Kytero Worldwide, I welcome you all to the International Education Summit. We are thrilled to be here today to talk to all of you about studying abroad. Kytero Worldwide specializes in helping students study abroad. Its success can be attributed to the entire team of highly skilled professionals who are passionate about providing the best possible services to the clients. If you're thinking about studying abroad, there are a few things that one should keep in mind to make the most of your experience. First off, you'll want to consider the location, the cost, and the cultural differences of your destination, because these all can have a big impact on how much do you want to, on how much do you enjoy your experience there. It's always a good idea to chat with a study abroad advisor or do your own research so you can make an informed decision about the same. But overall, studying abroad can be an amazing opportunity for all of you to see what the world has to offer you. So don't be afraid to take the leap. So our team is all about helping students achieve their dreams of studying abroad. We work all around the clock to help our students go where they want to go. Moving on, we're going to talk about who are we. So we help students fulfill their dreams of going abroad. We help our students make informed decisions, and we offer them guidance and support along the way. We've had so many students study in awesome countries like Canada, UK, US, Australia. It's been a wild ride, to be honest. We're all about making sure that every student who wants to study overseas can do so, no matter where they come from or how much money they have got. Our team is all about helping everyone achieve their goals. And we are here to help and support them every step of the way. Studying abroad can be a pretty complex process, but we've got the resources and know how to make it a breeze for our students. Can you believe it that we've been here already for 5 whole years now? And I believe that we have been killing it. We're all about providing the absolute best services to our clients, and our track record speaks for itself. We've earned a reputation for being total pros, and we have helped tons of folks go on to become successful professionals in all kinds of fields. We're so grateful for all the trust and loyalty our clients have shown us over the years. Our team is made up of total rock stars when it comes to education, immigration, and career counseling. These folks are seriously experts in their fields. That's how we're able to give each and every student who comes to us for help the super personalized guidance they need to make informed decisions about their education and career. We've got all the resources and support you could ever need for the same. We've made some seriously great connections with universities and educational institutions all over the world. That means we've got all kinds of options and opportunities for students who want to study abroad. We're all about setting our students up for success. So today we're going to chat about, studying abroad and all the cool stuff that comes with it. We're talking about the top 1,000 colleges and universities in Canada, USA, UK, Ireland, and Australia. And there are about more than 15,000 courses that you can take up there. So studying abroad is a wonderful opportunity and has become a popular choice for students. And it's not hard to see why. You get to experience a brand new culture, try all sorts of new foods, and learn from some of the best educators around the world. It's a real life-changing experience that can broaden your perspective and help you understand better the world that is around you. Plus, who doesn't love exploring new cities and customs? It is definitely a chance for you to step out of your comfort zone and really see what the world has to offer. So whether you're into surfing in Australia or exploring the castles in Ireland, studying abroad is a great way to make the most of it. Now let's talk about what are the benefits, of studying abroad. First off, you definitely get the access to some of the best universities and professors that are out there. It's a real leg up for your career to learn from the best of the best that is available in the world. Not just that, you get an exposure to world-class education facilities that are available too. And when it comes, but let's not forget about the language aspect of it all as well. Sure, definitely it could be tough at first, but there's no better way to learn a language than to be immersed in it. From learning a language to living a language, you experience it all while you're studying abroad. Moving on, when it comes to your job applications, having a study abroad experience can really make you stand out. It shows employers that you're adaptable, resilient, and globally aware. That's definitely something that sets you apart from the crowd. But here's something that doesn't get talked enough. That is your personal development. Studying abroad can really help you grow as a person. You learn how to navigate new environments, handle tough situations, and communicate with people from different cultures. It's a crash course in independence and cross-cultural skills as well. So if you're looking for a chance to discover new interests, make lifelong friends, and develop your personality in ways you never thought was possible, studying abroad might just be the perfect opportunity for you. Now, while planning to study abroad, there are a few things that one must keep in mind. Firstly, you must research different programs and destinations. So, your research takes you a long way in this. A well-informed decision would definitely be the best for you. Financing your study abroad experience. Studying abroad can be costly. Thus, you need enough finances to be able to fund yourself to study abroad. Obtaining necessary travel documents, as we all know that, going into a different country, you require a visa. So to study in any country abroad, you would be needing a study visa. To obtain that, you must have the necessary travel documents that are there. Now let's talk about, take a quick look at different countries, talking about this study environment in general. Talking about the USA, the US education system is known for its focus on research and innovation, making it an excellent choice for students who are interested in pursuing a career in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. However, there are also many excellent programs and courses available in fields like the arts, humanities, and business. Moving on to UK, the UK education system is known for its academic rigor And many students choose to study there for a chance to work with some of the top researchers and educators in their respective fields. Additionally, the UK is a great option for students who are looking for more independent and a self-directed learning environment. Canada is one of the most is one of the most immigrant-friendly country, and thus sees a lot of students who are coming into the country. The education environment in Canada, it has one of the most top research-based colleges and universities available there. Moving on to Australia. Australia is known for its natural beauty. It has one of the most beautiful landscapes and natural wonders in the world, making it an excellent choice for students who are interested in outdoor activities and exploration of the same. There are many programs and courses available in fields like health sciences, environmental studies, and engineering. Next up, we have Ireland. Moving on to Ireland, this country is known for its warm and welcoming culture, making it an excellent choice for international students who are looking for a supportive and friendly environment to study in. All right, so that's a wrap from us on the different countries that are there that we offer. But listen, these are just a few examples. These are just a few examples as to what the countries abroad have to offer you. At the end of the day, it's all about finding the right fit for you. So don't be afraid to explore your options and see what's out there for you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a poll for you guys to poll as to which study destination would you like to study in. So you guys, you can share your answers with us, and we'll be discussing the most of what you guys want to which country would you guys like to study in. So make sure that you poll, and we'll be discussing all of that towards the end of the webinar. So I believe you guys can now poll and let us know about your choices as well. All right, moving on, let's talk about when going abroad, it is important while we spoke about the benefits of studying abroad. Now let's talk about the challenges and the challenges that one might face when going abroad. So first and the foremost thing that that we see is the cultural shock and homesickness. So while going abroad, it's a different country. We're stepping into a different country. We don't know how what are the customs, what are the traditions there. So it is definitely a cultural shock for us to see how things have been going on, in your home country and how things are in another country. Other than that, homesickness, missing your parents, your family back home. That's something that I believe all the students who go abroad face. So this is something that that can be tackled if you have if you create a strong network of students, your friends. Talk to your teachers about it. So that will help you. So that will help you create, uh, a safe environment for you. Now, talking about language barriers, going into a country where you don't know the language, that is definitely a barrier in the starting. But again, as I pointed out in the start, that, from learning a language to living a language, that's how you break those barriers and go ahead with it. Adjusting to a new academic system. So the academic system that we have had here in India is quite different to what it is in countries abroad. So adjusting to them could be a big challenge for a lot of us. But yes, as and when you go ahead, you spend some time there, you definitely get used to it as well. Now, how do you make most of your experience while studying abroad? So definitely you should try and embrace the culture and the language that is there. Take advantage, explore new places, travel, get to know about how things happen in their country, meet local people, make new friends, interact with them, get to know about the culture, how things are there. Get involved in extracurricular activities as well, see how things go, learn their way. So that will go a long way for you there. Also, one must try and keep a journal so that they can reflect on your experiences. So try and maintain a journal right from the starting to the end of your course, so that you see how have you evolved from the start to the end. It is important that we all make sure that that we research the intakes and deadlines, because your study abroad experience will largely depend on it. Some programs have rolling admissions, while others have strict deadlines that you need to follow. It is recommended that you start the process as early as possible to allow the time for process and obtaining the right knowledge about it. As you may already know, there are several intakes in colleges and universities throughout the year. These intakes usually occur in the fall, winter or spring, and summer. Each one of the intakes has its own unique set of advantages and disadvantages. The fall intake, which typically begins in August or September, tends to be the most popular and widely accepted intake for new students. This means that there are usually more course options, resources, and opportunities available to students who start in the fall. This is a primary intake for universities in the United States, Canada, Europe, and the UK as well. Winter or spring intake is one of the is a smaller intake in comparison to the fall intake, but almost all colleges and universities offer them. This intake usually begins in January. The winter intake has smaller class sizes, more personalized attention from professors and advisors. This can be helpful for students who may lack a bit in their studies and need a bit more of support and guidance, or even want to graduate earlier. Now, the next intake that is there is the summer intake. These typically happen in the month of May. Summer programs can be a great way to head start your studies or even graduate earlier. And it's an experience, it's a chance to experience a new school and in a new environment during a different season, sorry. Now, talking about Australia. So I spoke about, major intakes. Australia is seasonally different from the rest of the world. Thus, Australian universities offer February and July intakes. The February intake is the main intake for the academic year and is generally the most popular time for new students to start. This means typically there are more courses, resources, and options available for students who start studying in February. July intake is great for students who may have missed out on the main intake in February, or who want to take a semester off and then continue their studies in Australia. Since it is a less popular time to start, it sees a lot less students joining in. Moving on, let's talk about the general requirements, for colleges and universities. There are a few things that one must keep in mind. First and foremost, you need to ensure that you meet the minimum academic requirements for the programs that you are interested in. Typically, universities abroad will look at your academic history starting from 10th grade all the way through to graduation. So your grades in 10th, 12th, and undergraduate studies can all play a role in it. For undergraduate, 10th and 12th grades matter. For post-graduation courses, your 10th, your 12th academic records, and your graduation performance also falls under the scanner. Well, universities want to make sure that students who are admitted to their programs have a strong academic background and are capable of handling the rigor of the coursework. Plus, many programs have specific prerequisites or minimum GPA requirements that go a long way. Apart from these standardized tests, a student has to appear for language proficiency tests as well, such as the IELTS, TOEFL, and PTE. These tests act as a proof for the universities to know that one can communicate in the language and understand what is being taught to them in the class. Along with these, one needs a few other supporting documents as well. That is the statement of purpose. It is your chance to explain why you want to study abroad, what your goals are, and how the program you're applying to can help you achieve those goals. It is important to be specific and focus on your individual experience and aspirations. We help our students prepare the best statement of purpose. The next thing that you'll be needing is a letter of recommendation. Letter of recommendation is an important part of the application process. They give the admissions committee a better sense of who you are as a student and as a person. It's like having someone vouch for your abilities. It plays the role of defining your good character and attitude. It could be written either by your ex-teacher, professor, or employer. We let our students know what is the best way to obtain the letter of recommendations. Other than that, some universities might ask for standardized tests as well, like the GMAT, the SAT, or GRE. So if I talk about SAT, if you're applying for an undergraduate study, you will have to give the SAT exam. And if you're looking for a postgraduate course, you will have to appear for the GRE exam. And if you're looking for a management-based program, you will be given the GMAT. These tests are used by universities, to evaluate a student's academic ability and their preparedness for the program. Different programs may require different tests, so it's important to research the specific requirements of the program that you're interested in. So that's it. That's it from me for now. And now I have my colleague Hadia, who will be telling us about how we work.
So, hey everyone. Again, welcome to our webinar, International Education Summit. My name is Hadia. So, thank you so much, Bhumika. You have spoken very well about how to study abroad. So, let's talk about Kytero Worldwide steps into the picture of your study abroad journey. So, we are Study Abroad Consultancy. We help students with course selections and shortlisting colleges. So basically, our team of experts provide guidance and supports to students in their college's search process. So what we do, we take into account the students' academic backgrounds, your interests, students' interest and career goals to help them identify suitable colleges and courses through a channel of various tests and questionnaires. So we also help our students with profile building, which is a vital part of the whole studying abroad process. So we offer our student courses that offer industry placements. So these courses provide students with the opportunity to gain real world experience in the field of study. So in our Kytero Worldwide, with the networks, the universities we have, we are able to offer courses that entail internships and other professional developments and, opportunities to our students. Here, several of industry placements help students. Like, I would like to give you some of examples which will help you to do industry placement courses. So, like communications. So let's talk about communication. If you could communicate well with others, so that would really help in your industrial work, industry placement course, teamwork, and your time management. So also one thing you should have is your problem solving skills. So, and you know what's the important thing in it? Employers really value these skills, so it can make you stand out in the job market. If I talk about completing an industry placement can improve your chances after, doing your graduation. So employers really like candidates with industry experience and you will be better prepared for the demand of the job market. So it's definitely something to consider. All right. So let's talk about how Kytero Worldwide gives assistance with test preparations. So you all know now, you're aware, as she has already spoken about it, some of universities abroad require students to take standardized tests like GRE, GMAT, and TOEFL. So it can be pretty daunting to prepare for these tests, I know, but we have got your back. We help you prepare for the test and even figure out which one would be the best fit for your academics and career goals. So no need to stress. We will help you prep those tests. And yes, we as Kytero Worldwide's consultant support for application and admission process specifically. So as I told you, we have got your back throughout the whole process of applying and getting into your dream university. So we will help you fill out those daunting application forms. And yes, one thing important is you have got all the necessary documents submitting on time. Make sure on time. So plus, we will provide you tips how to communicate with universities and what to do if you receive an admission decisions. So no need to stress out about the nitty-gritty details. We have got you covered. So if you are thinking about studying abroad, we can help you out with all the complicated paperwork like visa applications, and our team of counselors are experts in working with international students, and we have been doing this for years. So we know all the ins and outs of this process. So I would like to tell you that remember that every experience is a great experience. Embrace every new opportunity which help you to become a well-rounded person. So I guess that's it from me. Now over to you, Bhumika.
Thank you, Adia. So that was really helpful. So if you guys, we spoke about the general requirements earlier. So if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask, please feel free to drop them in the chat box and we'll be taking them up later. Now, let's hear it from the horse's mouth itself. Let's hear from our students who we have helped to go abroad. Let's hear what they have to say about their experiences while they're studying abroad.
Studying in Canada. It's been a few months since I came. Hi, I'm Sukaran, and I'm an Indian student studying in Canada. It's been a few months since I came to Canada, and I've experienced a lot of different changes. Changes in Canada versus India. The climate in Canada is quite different from India, and it takes some time getting used to. Canadians have a different way of life and socializing, and it can be challenging. Canada is a multicultural country, and I'm experiencing different customs and cultures here. Working experience in Canada as a student. I've had the opportunity to work part-time while studying, which has given a great way to earn some extra money, gain valuable work experience. Working in Canada has improved my communication skills and helped me understand the work culture here. This better education is career options. The education system in Canada is exceptional, and I'm receiving a better education than I would have in India. The career opportunities are also much better over here, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Culture and friends. I've made new incredible friends from all over the world, and I'm learning so much about their different cultures. Being exposed to new culture has been an incredible experience, and I'm grateful for the personal growth it has brought me. Last but not least, global exposure. Studying in Canada has given me an opportunity to experience a different part of the world and understanding different perspectives. I feel like I'm becoming a more well-rounded person, and I'm excited to see where this global exposure takes me. Overall, I'm incredibly grateful for the experience and the changes it has brought to my life. Thanks.
All right, so that was Sukaran. He is studying in Canada, and you heard what he has to say about his experience while studying in Canada. Now we have another student, Rahul, who's studying, who's given his viewpoint, who's been studying in the UK. Let's see what Rahul has to say about his experience in the UK.
Hello everyone, I am Rahul. I am Indian and studying in UK. I have been here for almost a year, and it is a world apart from what I have experienced until now. The weather is different, so is the culture, the clothing, interactions and people in general. It took me some time to get used to this lifestyle, but now I feel quite comfortable here. This is a diverse country with people from all around the globe settled here for work and education. I have met so many new people here and also made quite a few friends. My network here has surely gone global. I have been able to get some incredible work experience here as a student. Part-time work is quite rewarding and helps me a lot with my monthly expenses. The education I am getting here is second to none, and this opens a sea of opportunities for me. I have already made some valuable connections through my part-time work, and am quite confident about my future here as a professional. The global exposure and world-class education I am getting here has given me a lot of confidence and helped me improve my perceptions. I feel I am ready for the competition out there now. It's been a pleasure talking here. Thanks.
So that was Rahul telling us all about his experience. Now we have another student who's studying in Australia, telling us about how his experience has been there.
Hi, I'm Hitesh. I'm an Indian student studying in RMIT University, Australia. I've been here now for a year and it's been a ride. The climate in Australia is quite similar to India, so it did not take me much time to get used to it. Although Australia has a different way of life and socializing, it was challenging to adjust at first, but you get the hang of it. I was able to grab work part-time while studying. which is a great way to earn some extra cash along with work experience. Being in a foreign land has honed my communication skills and helped me understand the work culture here. The education system here has been exceptional. I have exposure to a better education than I would have in India. The career opportunities are far better, and I'm excited to see the things that I'm learning about different cultures while making new friends. That's a plus. Being exposed to a new culture has given me an incredible experience, and I have seen the personal growth that it has brought me. Studying in Australia has also given me the chance to experience a different part of the world and understand different perspectives. Personally, I feel that I have become more independent, and I'm excited to see what and where this global exposure takes me.
All right.
Hi, I'm
That was
Hitesh. I'm
that
an
was
Indian
our,
student.
so that was those were a few students who we helped go abroad. Moving on. So now I'm going to open the floor for all of you to ask me questions. So whatever you want to know about studying abroad, me and Hadia are here to answer all your questions regarding the same. So feel free to drop in your questions. I'm going to be taking all of your questions up from the chat. All right, okay. All right, so I have Gaurav asking me, is it safe to study abroad? Definitely, it is safe to study abroad. The environment is better than what you see is here. A lot of parents might feel, that sending their kids abroad to study could be, a problem, but it really is not. But make sure that that you formulate the safe environment around you. What are the challenges of studying abroad? So we spoke about the challenges that one can face while studying abroad. That is, the cultural shock that one might get, with it. Adjusting to a new culture could be, difficult for somebody. Then talking about homesickness. So you might you might miss your family at times. In times of let's say something which is going happy, or when you're sad. So that is somewhere you'll be needing your family or your friends to be around you. Other than that, another challenge of studying abroad that I think nobody will tell you is that we're all very pampered here in India. So the kind of lifestyle that we live here in India is very different to what it is outside. You will have to get used to doing all your things on your own, starting from, let's say, washing your clothes, washing your dishes. You will have to do it all. Whereas here in India, we have, people to do that for us. So this is one thing that could be, a bit of an adjustment that you will have to, cope up with. Then we have Samiksha asking us, what do schools look for students in, international students? So as an international student, the school, we are very used to the Indian concept of studying and admissions as well. So here, mostly your academics are given, the weightage. But if I talk about, abroad, studies abroad, it's not just your academic record that is taken into consideration, but your participation in extracurricular activities as well. How good of a student you are in your classes, how actively you participate in, activities in school, in class, so that is all that they take into consideration while giving you an admission in any university abroad. No, I hope that answers your question, Samiksha. All right. All right, so we have Samiksha asking us again that what is a conditional offer letter? So an offer letter, you receive once you get acceptance from any university. A conditional offer letter usually comes with a condition attached to it. So let's say that you've not given your IELTS exam, or let's say you're a student pursuing your, pursuing your 12th standard at the moment, and you want to go for your undergraduate studies abroad. So you need to have, the college or university will issue you a conditional offer letter. That is, they will add a condition to it. So let's say that you get 70% marks in your, let's say that they have put in a condition that you need to get 70% marks in your 12 boards to be able to get admission into the university. Or, they give you a condition that you must have, let's say, 6 or a 6.5 in your IELTS exam to be considered for an admission. So an offer letter attached with conditions to it. A conditional offer letter, does not guarantee an admission until and unless you fulfill the conditions that are mentioned in your offer letter. I hope that I have answered your question. So somebody's asking me, what are the advantages and disadvantages of studying abroad? So, again, that I mentioned, advantages of studying abroad could be that you get, you get to explore new places, you get exposure to the best educators in the world. Then you have, learning new languages that are there. Your own personal development, in a sense, that that you can get from there. Disadvantages of studying abroad, I don't think that there are many disadvantages that are there for studying abroad. But one teeny tiny thing that I think could be is the fact that you might miss people back home a lot. So you might feel that you miss your family and you're homesick. But other than that, I don't really think that there is a problem, or there's any disadvantage that is there for studying abroad. So I have Ravi asking me another question. He says he wants to know how much does it cost to study abroad. So to study abroad, it really depends, the cost really depends on university to university. So to talk about the university, a university which has a high ranking and, would usually cost more. And research, programs that have, more research would cost you more. Whereas, average universities or low ranking universities would cost you a little less than those high ranking universities. To give you an average number, studying abroad would, for an undergraduate course, it would cost you somewhere to 35 to 40 lakhs for the entire course. And if I talk about a postgraduate study, on an average, it would cost you somewhere around, 15 to 20 lakhs to study in a country, in any country outside. So do we have anybody, anybody else who would like to ask us more questions? Please feel free to type them down for us. Okay, so I have another question. Hitesh is asking us, which university or college to apply to? So if I talk about, which university or college one should apply to, it totally depends on your particular profile. So let's say that, that you have a good academic record, you'll be able to target good colleges and good universities. So, and not just that, they just don't look at your academic, track record, but they also look at your extracurricular activities as well. So let's say that you are an average student, but you have participated in a lot of extracurricular activities in your school or college. You will be able to get more, you'll be able to have more options with it. Anybody else would like to ask us any questions? All right. Okay. So I would like to answer, another question that I can see here is that, what is the IELTS band score that is required to enter in a college? So, if I talk about different countries around the globe or the different universities, they require different bands. So let's say on an average, you need to have an overall of 6.5 with no band less than 6 for the same. And just in case, if you're looking, for, guidance to crack your IELTS, TOEFL, or any kind of language proficiency exam, we are here to help you out. We have certified, trainers from the University of Cambridge and British Council who can help you out and, help you prepare for your exam and crack that real good. All right. With this, we've come to the end of our webinar. Just in case, if you have any questions that, that are left out, you can feel free to contact us and, get in touch with us. Hadia and I are always here to help, to help you out and answer all your questions. Make sure that you email your questions to us and we'll be happy to answer all of them. So it's a wrap from us. Thank you so much for attending the webinar. And make sure that you put your emails in the box for us, in the chat box for us, so that we can get in touch with you. I'm also putting in my email for you guys to see, and you can type and you can send us your question just in case if you have any.